SPY, Spider, S&P 500 update. What we would like to show everyone is that we started back over here in 2008 on these SPYs selling short. And yes, 2008 was straight down. And then 2009, this long-term trend line that comes right to here, this is where the break was in 2011 highs. And we came down, but we major support level always at that 110 area. That over here was a major breaking point in year 2008, but it became the major breakout point of the 2009 area. That this lower trend line down here is part of where we had other pullbacks at times, these diagonal lines, but we were always making higher highs. And we were always making higher highs. And then we got up here in 2011 where we were shorting this last year. We have live videos, S&P 500, and they all came down. So at the calendar end of the year, they got this major support level across here where this breakout here at the bottom hook of all the prosperity, QE2 was back then, you know. But you had a long breakout. And then you had this multi-year high, 2012. Now, MMTs, because once again, we don't always update this. We do a lot of the S&P 500 index in itself, but lots of people can trade the SPYs and make money. There's calls, there's puts, there's various things. What I want to focus on is the 2012 high. And here it is. I'm going to give you a trend line. We're approaching it now. Okay, there it is. Now, when we were having the multi-year weekly high called diminishing price action and getting short and trading this volatility to the bottoms, and hey, this is where we got that major support level. And on the way up in the high frequency trading models, high frequency trading software, the things that are right in here called the mathematical electronic traded scripts, software programs that run markets. We talk a lot about this on we talk a lot about high frequency technologies. We're experts in this field as far as what the machines have done year to date. Learn more about HFT is what we're recommending. Now, our web pages have a lot of this high frequency option trading courses. Okay, and we would like people to know one thing about it is that machines are not human beings. And because of that, your price scripts vary. And there is a major war, man versus machine, they say. We just want to bring to your attention that our web pages have been full of this to try to bring to your attention high frequency trading courses so that you can put these algorithms in your favor. And if you go over to the market maker feature, you're going to find out in here a lot about our high frequency programs that we have to offer. Okay. One of the things that we're going to discuss is a calendar 2012 correction, which was a short in the SPYs, and we had called for that. Now, let me tell you, within the high frequency model, the machines have read the upper end of these last reversal movements. So you had that great correction, and then what has happened here is that we just keep climbing higher and higher and higher. Earnings season's out of the way. The world is growing less than 2%. Come on, give me a break. That really doesn't matter. What you need to know is the mechanics of high frequency trading, meaning that there are many things that we can teach you, just back like in the old days when you were entering the day trading boom, if you're back in that crowd, is that you can get your edge back if you know how the tape really works. And we've given public awareness for many, many, many years. And we do everything live in the market. But right now, I'm going to talk about these frequency programs, and I'm going to show you here how to take advantage of them on this weekly level. Is when, remember that every machine does have to be programmed by a human being. Okay, so when you have buy and sell scripts that work in an electronic communication network on 49 million shares, you got a low, you have a high, and you have your close but you have your intraday volume. And it is 10:41 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today's date, 8/6/2012. It's a bellwether day. Once again, it's an August period of 2012. Go back and look at our videos in August of 2010. Now, in trend channels and high frequency channels, you're going to work both ways. You're going to hit a bottom, you're going to come up off of them. You always buy up and out of the money calls in case they keep it going. How far it goes, no one can ever tell you exactly that. But you would know mathematically what the distance is in price. And when it hits one level, well, you know you're there. We've hit several levels to the upside in the SPY from breakout. This is a weekly breakout, and this happened on 6/3 when we were calling the bottom of the market for the buy side. And then we consolidated half of the weekly bar right here, as we did. And then we continued to break higher. We continued to test half of the weekly bar. We never closed below them. And we held them as that major support level with this last 3-week breakout to this major resistance level on the SPY of where the original reversal was, as you can see my pointer. So we just want to highlight this one. We're going to highlight a few more of them. Just remember, if the SPY is here, that's also going to be a reflection of that S&P 500. And it's always possible in this day of electronic age to use mathematical buy scripts that read programs, and they're programmed on buys and sells in milliseconds or whatever. They're tied to news, related news that starts the move. We love trading in it because what it does is that it's going to show us at this wall of resistance just how strong these SPYs are going to be. And it's a weekly level right now, and we're pointing out the weekly chart to all of our people so that they can see this last upside move that's starting Monday, 8/6 out. This is the first day of this weekly bar. And are we going to push right through resistance up here? That's our next trend channel. If we do, we'll give you new targets at a later date. Major calendar 2012 major top resistance is what I'm trying to tell you. So if you can understand that, then we're going to look for the breakout here. And it's going to be right through these weekly bars that originally had this reversal. So there is another trend line for MMT, but we'll talk about this in our class together. I don't need to do that all right now. What I need to do is just give you that awareness that if it breaks through it, that's the next resistance right up to that top. That's on the SPY.